Hello and welcome back everybody. मैं पीयूष पटेल. I welcome everybody again in this discussion of IT consulting industry. Friends, as we know, latest result of TCS has already announced. So let us explore how is IT consulting industry, what are the future prospectus, which are some top companies, which are quality companies, which quality companies are growing, and what type of wealth they have already created, what are their current trends, right? We will discuss this whole things from IT consulting industry. Along with this IT consulting industry, we are going to discuss details on Tata Consultancy, that is TCS. How was the growth of TCS during past? What's their long-term behavior? What is the major cost eater in TCS? What major shareholding pattern changes we have seen during last 2 decades? How much stake promoter were holding, how much stake FIIs were holding, and during this past 1.5 decades, as TCS has moved from a small company to a giant India's top company, what FIIs and mutual fund stake has changed. This is going to teach us several new things which is important to create wealth in coming time, because several companies are going to emerge just as we have seen TCS. The same changes what we have seen in TCS we would be seeing in some other companies from varied sector which are going to grow, right? So let us start discussion. Before we start discuss, let me remind you that 24th April, that is this coming Friday, workshop coming weekend, 11-week online workshop batch is going to start, and 19, that is today, is the last day to register. All those people who seek to register from various places can contact Prasad or Priyanka, right friends? Let us start our meeting. So this is the dashboard of IT consulting industry. Friends, this is a high growth industry. Why we can say high growth industry? Because this industry was nothing 3 decades back. 3 decades back, India was ruled by some fertilizer companies, chemical companies, PSU sectors, and so on, different sectors. IT consulting has just emerged 3 decades back, but today we see that many of these IT consulting companies have grown large. Why? Because IT consulting sector has grown very widely worldwide. So yes, Indian companies are one of the largest among whole world, and India is providing this service to whole world. Friends, today we know that in India 90% jobs comes from unorganized sector. Just 10% employment comes from organized sector. Friends, number one employer as we know is railway, then comes post, right? So government today is even today, after independence of 70 years also, today government still is a major job provider. But as we have seen several industries rising during last 2 decades, friends, IT consulting today is a major employment provider among private companies, friends. If we see India's top employer, and if we do not see government, right? SBI is also top employer, but if we put side government companies, then number one, that is top employer of India, is TCS. Then comes Infy, then comes Wipro, and then comes IBM. So as we see, IT consulting and software industry is providing one of the top most employment in the country, right? Friends, majority of sales come from international operations. As we know that technology, now which company is going to use technology? Those companies which are already cash rich, or those companies which want to grow. Yes, Indian companies are also using technology, but today In current situation, friends, European countries, American companies, that is majority of companies from developed countries can afford high technology. So Indian IT consulting and software companies turnover comes from these developed countries as they are with full cash flow. Top cost is manpower, as we have seen that yes, manpower, that is employment, is provided from this IT consulting industry, and this is the single most cost of IT consulting industry. It is dominated by top 5 companies, as we can see here. See, the chart is in front of you. See, out of major, if we do the total of all listed companies on IT, they do around 5 lakh crore turnover. Out of this 5 lakh crore turnover, you can see just top 2 companies, if we make together, then they are responsible for more than 50% turnover. If you combine top 5 to 6 companies, then 80% turnover comes from these top 5 to 6 companies. Which are those? TCS, Infy, Wipro, HCL, Tech Mahindra and LTI. These are top 6 companies of India which are responsible for giving top turnover. If we take profits, then also these are all are the companies which makes maximum profit. TCS is with around 33,000 crore profit, and TCS is India's second largest profit making company, second after Reliance Industry. Friend, if you remember, Reliance Industry has dominated India's profit making industry. Not today, since the year 2000 to 2007. Reliance has enjoyed maximum years of profit, top profit maker of India. TCS was the first company to throw back Reliance and come to top number 1 company around 2010. Today again we know, yes, Reliance Industry have overtook because of their investment in some of the growing sectors like retail, right? We can see the Reliance Retail does as much as turnover as TCS is doing, right? TCS and Reliance Retail both do around 1.5 lakh crore turnover. So that is the reason Reliance has bet against TCS, right? So today, yeah, TCS is number 1 profit making company of IT and number 2 of India. Then comes Infy, Wipro, HCL, Tech Mahindra, LTI. List goes on. There are around 80 listed companies, but no need to even do research of lower bottommost companies. Why? Because this whole industry is dominated by these companies. Tell me, if we assume that if some Indian IT company could reach to 2 lakh crore profit in coming 10 to 11 years, in coming decade we are going to see some Indian companies making profit of 2 lakh crore, as today Chinese companies are already doing. Then which company you should assume to reach 2 lakh crore turnover? From IT consulting, there is no doubt that yes, we should expect TCS to be one of the companies reach 2 lakh crore turnover, 2 lakh crore profit, right? Yeah, turnover we should expect it should be around 5 lakh crore to 10 lakh crore, right friends? So according to me, if we go with the market share, if we want to invest in IT consulting industry, then my dear friend, TCS, Infy, Wipro, HCL, Tech and LTI should be focused company to invest, right? Let us now focus on quality. If we see margin of the companies, then OFSS, Oracle Finance, this is a multinational company, enjoys top margin. Now as we know, OFSS, if we see their turnover, then yes, they come at 6th number, right? In the terms of profit and sales, they are India's 6th largest companies. So they are not the largest, but yes, they are doing reasonable good turnover and they are having good margin. Yes, they are debt free. We can see majority of companies like OFSS, Acalia, TCS, Infy, these all companies enjoy top profit margin, right? Industry's margin is around 11%, right? And these are the companies which are enjoying top margin. If we consider debt, Then Infi is the company which is totally debt free, zero debt company. Acalia, OFSS, TCS, these all are also some of the companies which are having too low debt. LTI, HCL, yeah, they are having debt, low debt. Wipro, low debt, but they are having debt, right? So which is the company where we can feel highly comfortable in the terms of margin as well as debt? Then the name comes TCS, Infi, OFSS, right? That is the reason, my dear friends, some of these companies like OFSS, TCS, HCL have created huge wealth for their stakeholders, right? Return on equity are top in these companies. So both sales wise, quality wise, we can focus on some of the companies like TCS, OFSS, LTI, Infi, HCL Tech, right? Now let us see what type of growth these all companies have given. Friend, we can see that IT, these top companies from this sector have grown by around 20% CAGR during last 1 and 2 decade both. Yes, their profit have also grown by around 20% during last 1 and 2 decade. So no doubt, IT consulting is the top growing industry of India, not since today but since 2 decades. And that is the reason majority of the companies we can see are with, here is the 20% line. Majority of the companies are having more than 20% CAGR growth, right? Yeah, HCL is one of the top growing companies, but if we look, consider quality along with sales, then we come again back to TCS. Growth of TCS is not bad. They have given 20% CAGR growth. So definitely they are top growing company. Profit of Infi was not as good as TCS, we can see. Right, during last decade, profit of Infi have grown by just 11%. That is, TCS have enjoyed profit growth of more than double if we can compare with Infi. So if we consider market share along with quality along with growth, then TCS is the first name which we should consider, right? And that is the reason since long time, since last 1 decade, we are recommending TCS as topmost companies. Friend, here we have not considered LTI data because LTI has just listed a few years back, right? But LTI, since listing or post pre-listing, pre 4 to 5 years listing data, if we consider, then LTI is also good growing company, right? Now, which company have created huge wealth during last 1 or 2 decades? Friends, we can see Infi have given 29%, Wipro 26%, TCS 17% return. Now, why Infi and Wipro have given vast return than TCS? Because friend, Infi and Wipro have listed 10 years back than TCS. So we consider 25 years data of Infi and Wipro, whereas TCS data we have considered just last 16 years. That is the reason we can see TCS shows lesser growth, right? Otherwise, TCS is having best growth. See, if we consider last 10 years data, here is the perfect comparison. Then Wipro and Infi both have not given wonderful return, right? What was the profit growth of Infosys? You can see just 11%. 11% was profit growth. Dividend distribution by Infosys is around 60%. So majority of profit is distributed in dividend. And that is the reason profit has grown by just 7%. If you compare the same thing of Wipro, see Wipro's profit has also grown by just 8%. So Wipro was a top underperformer during last decade, right? Among top companies we are saying, we are not comparing them with lowest bottommost companies. So here we can say that TCS should be top focused companies. They have distributed around 40% dividend, still they have given 17% CAGR consistent return since not only 1 decade but since last 2 decades. So this is a wealth creator company. You can see OFSS, multinational companies we have discussed previously also, that multinational company generally distribute high dividend, right? OFSs distribute around 75% dividend. Their growth was also not so extraordinary. See, they have grown by profit by just 9%, and even last 2 decade profit have grown by just 10%. So that is the reason our price has increased just by 12%. Right? So where we need to focus? Yeah, TCS should be the topmost company to focus. LTI, we are having just last 1 decade data. So we can see they are distributing hence 30% dividend, lesser than TCS and Infosys, and hence their return are better than TCS. Right? 32% dividend they are distributing. See, Infosys till now was distributing 60% dividend and TCS was distributing around 30% dividend. Now, as these all companies are whole cash rich companies, now since last year Infi have announced that they would be distributing around 80% profit in dividend, bonus or buybacks. So retired person, those people who have retired, can invest in IT consulting industry, as this is the industry where debt is very low, and that is the reason they would be receiving higher cash yield in their banks. Right? TCS, till now they were distributing 30% dividend. Right? This is the average, hence 42% dividend. Here you can see last year we have seen that TCS has distributed around 80% dividend, and they have committed that in coming time they are going to distribute around 60% to 80% money in dividend, bonus or buybacks. So yeah, this is the industry where we need to focus. We should have 1 or 2 companies in our portfolio. Yes, we can invest around 10% of our portfolio in IT consulting industries. Friend, then what is the current trend? My dear friends, as we know, IT consulting industry's major turnover comes from developed economies. Since last 2 years, we have seen developed economies were in high pressure, and that was the reason even IT consulting industry was also in pressure. Growth have shrunk from 20% to just 9%. Right? Yes, it's all right. Current trend is lower, but as we will see again, global economy, whenever it will recover, we are going to see IT consulting give very, very good returns. Current scenario, Corona, friend, if we consider Corona, then we should consider that developed economies are affected more. Developed economies are going to see very bad growth during this year. They are not going to see V-type recovery, they are going to see U-type recovery. Right? So IT consulting industry, as 80% turnover depends on this developed economies, we are going to see some pressure for next 1 year in this industry. Right? It's all right. This is a good industry for long term. So we are going to see opportunities of buying in this industry. Do not expect immediate lifetime high from this industry. Right? Now let us check one company. I have taken the data of TCS here. Let me adjust in the way that you may be able to see. Okay, so here is the TCS. Yeah, 1800 is its current price. Friends, as we can see, as per the data, that their sales have grown from nothing to where? See, sales were just 8,000 crore, and today their sales have grown till 1.6 lakh crore. From 8,000 crore to 1.6 lakh crore shows huge growth in sales. Right? Still, there were some time when sales were muted. This is the center trend line of their sales growth. So these were the year during 2008 to 2014, sales were muted. You can see this was the same period when global economies were muted. So here is the exact detail why we are considering IT with linked with global economies. Right? See, this is the perfect growth of companies. You can see we have never seen TCS in 0 or less than 0% growth. So last 16 years, we have seen 15 years, we have seen consistent growth in TCS. Lowest growth we have seen was 6% during last global recession. But this time, as we are going to see the recession bad than previous, we may see TCS dip and show 0% growth this year. It is possible. See, we are assuming we may go right, we may go wrong. It's all right. But we can't expect a new 10 or 15% growth during this bad pandemic view time. Right, friends? So this is the growth. As we can see, profit also. Friends, profits are more volatile. Profit during last 15 years have dipped several times till 4%. Right? During 2018, we have seen, as last year there was last year there was a new recession started in global economy, and that was the time when we have seen minus 2% growth in profits in TCS also, right? But yes, this is the company where we have seen the very wonderful growth from 1800 crore to 33,000 crore, huge profit growth. Friends, that is the reason their reserve have grown very, very widely. They were having around just 3,000 crore reserve 1.5 decades back. Today we see TCS with the reserve of around 85,000 crore. Friend, 85,000 crore is just the reserve with TCS in spite of distributing huge dividends, buybacks and bonuses. Right? So yeah, we need to focus on this type of companies, my dear friend. Right? You can see, considering this past whole data, that during last 15 years, TCS has traded in the PE of 28 to 18. Right? So averagely we can see that TCS have traded around 23 PE. Whenever we see TCS approach toward 23, yes, we can accumulate this wealth creator company. Considering past 15 years, we can understand, my dear friends, this is very important point which I am going to say you. During the year 2005, their price was around 1500 to 1000. We can consider 1200 rupees price. Their earning was, that is profit was 1800 crore and EPS was 39 rupees. Today, their profit have grown by 20 times during 1.5 decade. And hence, we should not consider this 86 rupees EPS, because 86 rupees EPS is due to several time bonus announced. In the real term, company EPS should be around 700 rupees, 700 to 800 rupees. So just consider their price was around 1200 rupees. Today their earning per share is around 800 rupees. So if we have invested around 1 lakh, 1.5, 15 years back, today we would be earning 80,000 rupees every year. So friends, we are receiving today 80% yield every year, and your yield is increasing every year. Friend, that is the reason we see huge wealth creation in this type of companies. Friends, these are current trend. We have considered 20% growth, their past growth, and we think that in 2030 TCS could reach around 10 lakh crore turnover, and we may see TCS just till 2025 to 26. TCS would be company of India making profit of 1 lakh crore. That would be proud day for me. So their earning per share would be around 300 and should be around 650 rupees till 2030. Right, friends? So if we buy around 800, which is current price, we can say that we are going to earn 30% every year. If we wait for next 10 years, and if we wait for next 15 years, then the amount which we are going to put, that is, if I invest 1 lakh today, in 2035 I may get 1 lakh rupees every year. That would be my earning, because the current market price is similar to our expected earning per share. Got it, friends? So this is a wealth creation which we should expect from this company. Friend, here is the cost analysis. We can see here that 73% cost is employee benefit cost, not only in TCS but majority of IT consulting companies, and that is the reason we are seeing high employee attrition from IT consulting industries, right? Their sales today majorly comes from banking and finance industry. Second top sales comes from manufacturing. So 50% sales today comes from finance industry as well as manufacturing, right? Retail is also in high growth. In coming time we may see retail also grow like this all sectors. Friends, this is a very important thing which we are going to discuss today. Here you can see that shareholding pattern of TCS today. This is today's data. 73% still promoter is holding. In 2005, 85% promoter stake was there. But as you know, Government of India has asked listed companies to decrease their stake from 85% or even 90% till 75% during last 5 to 10 years, right? So what happened? As promoters decrease their stake from 85% to 73%, you saw TCS price come down. Then friend, why you were afraid when Nirmala madam just last year asked listed companies to decrease their stake from 75 currently to 70 or 65%? Many people were daily sending messages that these companies are going to fall. My dear friend, companies are never going to fall if promoter sells their stake. Companies' price are directly related to earning, to EPS and book value, and not promoter or any other stakeholders. So don't afraid. See what happened as 85% stakes lowers to 73%. During 2005, there were around just 2% mutual fund companies holding stake. As stakes from 85% to 73% came, mutual fund were able to increase their stake from 2% to 3%. FIIs which were holding around 6% stake, see what huge future they were expecting even 15 years back in TCS. That time also they were having major stake than even Indian mutual fund companies. 6% is huge. And today also you can see that 16% stake is by these FIIs. And you are saying that FII are selling their stake. Yes, in shorter term they may sell stake, but where they will invest on longer term if they want to create wealth? You can see here stake have increased from 6% to 16%. So who were responsible for buying during last 15 years? Friend, retailer were holding 6% as much as FII, but today retailer are holding just 3%, because you know why? Retailer always watch their prices and retailer say, oh my god, बहुत बढ़ गया भाव, बेचो इसको, गिर गया तो. They always run after prices, and these are the FIIs who watch earnings, and that is the reason FIIs were holding the company when this company was just 1800 crore profit making. Today this company is making 33,000 crore. We may see till 2030 FII may reach the stake to around 20% also, because retailers want 20 and 30 rupees share price, right friends? See, this is the main reason we regularly tell you to focus on high quality companies. Friend, here I have shown you some more data. Tata Sons are the major promoter, right? Out of 85% during that time, 78% was held by Tata Sons. Some stake was held by Tata Investment also, but Tata Sons are major stakeholder. Today, TCS is the company which is responsible for 70% of yearly earning of Tata Sons. So TCS is major. The Sun, who is giving maximum income to Tata Sons. They sold around 70 lakh shares and they decreased some stake. During past several years, regularly they have decreased their stake, right? And that is the reason today they are till around 72%. See, just 2018 they sold. Okay, it was opposite. Just let me do it like this. Yeah, in 2018 Tata Sons sold around 3 crore shares, which was around 1.6% stake, and their holding was around 71.89%. So see, I think this was around March 2018. Same year, that is next financial year, they have around buyback, and during buyback Tata Sons were able to buy around 5 crore shares at very what we can say 5 crore shares. So the buyback in 2018 was not by company, the buyback in 2018 was by Tata Sons promoters. They buybacked the shares 5 crore from public, and now their stake is around 72%. They are a major promoter in this company. So friend, this is all about TCS. Yes, I should tell you disclosure, I am holding this company since long time. I am even holding LTI from the same industry since long time, since IPO in fact I should say. See, whenever I see the price falling down, yes, in coming time also I am going to accumulate. I'm not saying you to buy this company. Say don't buy because I am buying. See, in this year we are going to see pressure in this company. It doesn't mean that we are doing intraday or I am buying this company for trading. Yes, if company's price is going to fall this year, then yes, we would be the people which are going to accumulate TCS for whole of this year. 1500 should be a very good price to buy this year this company. So thank you very much my dear friends, and best of luck to everybody. Jai Hind.